This is Wildcat Walkthrough, and here are your hosts, Hannah and Felicia.
Welcome to Wildcat Walkthrough, UNH's premier student recap of all things Wildcats. I'm Felicia Rapucci.
And I'm Hannah Pizzelli. This week we catch up on football transfers with Eamon Castles.
After a successful 8-5 season, the UNH Wildcats football team brought in a plethora of new transfers. Joining me to discuss these new transfers is new defensive coordinator Scott James. Joining me now is UNH's associate head coach and defensive coordinator Scott James. How you doing today, Scott?
Doing great. Just got off the field and just finished grading film of practice too for spring ball.
Awesome. So, in the transfer portal, what sort of characteristics generally do you look at when sort of recruiting players?
I think when you're recruiting transfers, the first thing you want to do is identify a need that the team has positionally, and then make sure you are not upsetting the apple cart or upsetting the locker room, right? It's one thing to find a great football player. You want to find great people. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So sort of diving into some of the specific transfers that you guys brought in, what impact are you expecting from them this upcoming season?
So I think when you are recruiting at our level, SCS Division I level, you have to ask yourselves two questions. Are they better than the room, right? Or are they making the room better? Right? Those are two distinct things. If you're bringing in someone because they have to be better than the room, it means that you probably aren't too confident who's in the room, right? You've got to get someone who's better than the guys who are in the room. And that could be hard, be really, really difficult. That's not where we operate at UNH. At UNH, we've recruited very well at the high school. We develop exceptionally well with the likes of Paul Chapman and the strength team they've got, and City downstairs with sports medicine and our football staff as a whole. So we develop pretty well. So we're not trying to find people that are better than who we've got, so to speak. They could be. But what we want to do when we're looking at transfers and the guys we're bringing in is that they're making the room better as a whole. So Ethan was a solid football player as it was, and I think this is something that we it's probably more likely our future is that we're bringing in players with an extra year. Maybe he's a smaller school football player who wants to challenge himself or play up. Maybe he's a student that's exhausted his eligibility in an institution, Ivy League institution like Wanda Evans Labrie, or he has another year and wants to maybe have an opportunity to play at the NFL, and he needs more reps. And then you get occasionally the players that did not make it at the FBS level and want to come down. And Ethan, what we liked about Ethan was that he challenged himself to make it to the FBS level. It didn't work out. It is what it is, whether it's ability, whether it's just repetition, whether it's like here, defensive lineman comes to University of New Hampshire the last 4 years and you get Josiah and Flex on either side of you. It's hard to break through. Noah stands for a corner. It's hard to break through. So it might just be the way it happened. In Ethan's case, whether it was one thing or the other, he wanted to get more reps and he found a home with us. We recruit his area pretty extensively through Tommy Hearing, the greater Chicagoland area. And so we had some high school evals on him, and we had some people that we were connected with through him. We knew, just like Justice, we were going to get a hard-working kid that was not making a choice for any other reason other than wanting to challenge himself and develop. He challenged himself coming out of high school with Iowa. Can't work out. Well, I only got a few years to do that. Like most of the guys aren't playing in the NFL. So they got 3, 4, 5 years left. They got, in his case, 3, 4 years left. Let's go for somewhere where I think I can make an impact. And that's kind of what he did. And that's what we're seeing. Seeing a great game, great disposition. Both of them, great guys, great dispositions, which is half the battle. Send them walk on the field. And you kind of know, what kids got it, So you trust your instinct, kind of that quote is going on a lot right now. Until when someone tells you who they are, believe them, right? That's kind of how we operate. Yeah. So, actually, today, we watched one of our current players, high school Phil. We said, doesn't he look just the same? And he's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger, but he plays the game in a similar style. Just kind of how you are, in a way. So trust you when you see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this interview, Coach. Right. It looks like there's a lot to be excited about with the Wildcats this season. So it should be a really fun season. And yeah, once again, appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. For Wildcat Walkthrough, I'm Eamon Castles.
The football team returns to Wildcat Stadium on May 1st at 7 p.m. for their annual Blue-White Spring Scrimmage.
The UNH women's lacrosse team played the Cornell Big Red last week at Wildcat Stadium. Although the Wildcats fell short 16-6, freshman goalkeeper Ellie Thomas had 16 saves this game. On the season, Ellie Thomas is number 4 in the nation in saves per game. Senior captain Allie Connerty and sophomore Michaela Keys both tallied 2 points each with a goal and assist.
Sophomore Jules Hickey won the 400-meter hurdles to lead the UNH women's track and field team on the final day of the Black and Gold Invitational at Bryant University on March 29th. Hickey claimed first place with a personal best of 1:06.53. The Wildcats also added 2 relay victories.
Freshman Ruth White of the UNH women's track and field team and Yufi Abaka-Emwa of the UNH men's track and field team were named the Service Credit Union Student Athletes of the Week. Ruth placed 3rd in the event and the Wildcats finished 2nd overall. Her time is the fastest in America East this season and 17th best in the nation. Yufi's 1st and 2nd place individual performances helped UNH place 2nd in the team standings.
Coming up, Tasman Cookman interviews a returning guard for the UNH men's basketball squad. Welcome back to Wildcat Walkthrough.
Now we go to Tasman Cookman as she catches up with junior Sami Pissis.
Today I'm interviewing junior guard Sami Pissis. His most notable game was against UMass Lowell with 33 points. We're going to ask him about his time at UNH and his career so far.
My name is Sami Pissis. I'm from Paris, France. And the one reason I started playing basketball is because both my parents did play basketball at a respectable level. And then my older brother got into it, so I just got into it naturally. Because I started my career at Southeast of Louisiana, which is Division I. So I only went JUCO to just kind of bounce back. And my JUCO was actually pretty good, so it was ran like a Division I. This year, like, our team dynamic was really funny. We got to the airport, and we were waiting in the TSA line, and somebody made a joke, and our assistant turned around and just like, "Oh, you guys got jokes today, huh? Like, we ain't just get beat by 40. Boom, boom, boom," and then jokes is still flying. Everybody got along, off the court, on the court. It was just fun to be around for sure. Definitely game winner against UMass Lowell was my most memorable moment this year. I had 0 points in the first half. I think I was 0 for 9 shooting, and then I just went on like 8 for 8 and 24 in the second half and game-winning shot. So I think that was definitely the best one.
We look forward to watching Sami continue playing basketball. For Wildcat Walkthrough, I'm Tasman Cookman.
Pissis has so far played in 31 games while starting in 27 of them. He scored a season high of 33 points against UMass Lowell's Riverhawks. He also recorded a season high with 10 rebounds versus UMass Boston. This past month, Pissis was named to the All-Conference third team. Coming up, Matt Hannon recaps the men's hockey season. Welcome back to the Wildcat Walkthrough. Now we send it down to Matt Hannon with a recap of the men's hockey season.
UNH men's hockey ended their season with a 3-2 loss at Songus Arena versus UMass Lowell in the Hockey East opening round. They end their season with a 13-16-6 record and 5-14-5 in conference play. They will look to improve on that record heading into the 25-26 campaign. The first standout player is junior Cy LeClaire, who finished the season with 8 goals, 20 assists, and 28 points, including a hat trick against the U.S. 18 National Development Program team in an exhibition game. He had a career high of 20 assists this season and became more of a playmaker this season. He won many awards this season, including the Frank the Fan Award for Fan Favorite at UNH Hockey, voted by UNH hockey fans. Also, senior Rico DiMatteo became excellent between the pipes as a backup in relief of Jared Well, where he recorded his first start on March 1st with a 1-1 tie against Boston College, where he made 31 saves in the tie against Boston College. He was named Hockey East Goalkeeper of the Week twice, on March 3rd, where he played against Boston College the weekend before, and the week of March 10, where UNH played UMass Lowell. Finally, we feature senior defenseman Alex Gagny, who was the captain of the Wildcats this season. He finished the season with 4 goals, 13 assists for 17 points. He led the team in block shots with 62 of them and was named a Hockey East third All-Star. Although the Wildcats finished their season short, we wish the seniors well in their future endeavors. For Wildcat Walkthrough, I'm Matt Hannon.
UNH men's hockey finished 13-16-6 overall and was led by Ryan Comney in points with a career high of 33 points.
This past week, the Wildcats football team announced their upcoming 2025 season schedule. To kick off the season, the Wildcats are headed to North Carolina Central on August 30th. Following the season opener, the home opener is taking place September 6th at 6 p.m. against the College of Holy Cross. The football team plays UMaine on November 22nd to hopefully continue the winning streak against the Bears. The homecoming game will be taking place on October 4th at Wildcat Stadium against Villanova with a 1 p.m. start time. For more information, visit unhwildcats.com.
And that will do it for this week's episode of Wildcat Walkthrough. I'm Hannah Pizzelli.
And I'm Felicia Pucci. It's always a great day to be a Wildcat.